Fly me to the moon and let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song and let me sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. All right, Mike. To the moon and let me swing among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, darling, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Sing forevermore. You are all I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you. Thank you. And welcome to the library. We're the Fritz Quartet. On guitar, my friend Mike Levy. On bass, Paul Lawrence. And on drums, Vince Gonzalez. We're going to do almost all American Songbook, Great American Songbook. We're going to do a couple of more modern things and show you how the modern things are based on the older things. But right now we're going to go way back to 1936, which was a great year for the Great American Songbook, trust me. And we're going to do a tune by Irving Berlin. Oh, I'm sorry, George Gershwin, sorry. This is from the musical Funny Face, which was made into a movie with Fred Astaire. It's called Swonderful. One, two, three, four. It's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. It's awfully nice, it's paradise, it's what I love to see. It's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. It's wonderful. It's marvelous that you should care for me. It's awfully nice. It's paradise. It's what I love to see. You made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for being amorous. It's wonderful. It's marvelous that you should care for me. Okay, we're going to stay in 1936 and do a tune by Arthur Johnson. Bing Crosby had a big hit with this in 1936. It was 10 weeks in the #1 position, nominated for the Academy Award. This is before Grammys. Grammys didn't start until 59. But it lost out to The Way You Look Tonight, which we're going to do right after this. But this is a tune. And last night, by the way, I found out that Pennies from Heaven, the name of the tune, but there was a movie with the comic from the 70s. Steve Martin. So Steve Martin did a movie called Pennies from Heaven. It was a flop, according to Steve, but the tune was not a flop. This is called Pennies from Heaven. 1625 at the beginning. One, two, three. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over the town. Make sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trading for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't run under a tree. There'll be pennies from heaven for you and me. Every time it rains, pennies from heaven. Don't you know each cloud contains pennies from heaven? You'll find your fortune falling all over the town. Make sure that your umbrella is upside down. Trade them for a package of sunshine and flowers. If you want the things you love, you must have showers. So when you hear it thunder, don't tree. The baby pennies from heaven for you and me. Okay, so we're going to continue in the year of 1936. And for my money, perhaps one of the most beautiful songs ever written by Jerome Kern. It's from the movie Swing Time with Fred Astaire, countless other recordings by Billie Holiday, Sinatra, Clifford Brown, Johnny Griffin, and yes, John Coltrane did it. There's a famous scene in the movie where Ginger Rogers is mad at Fred. She's in the bathroom getting ready, and she wants him to leave, but he says he's leaving, but he doesn't leave, and then he goes over to the piano and he sings this song. It's a great moment. It's called Just the Way You Look Tonight. One, two, one, two, three. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. You're lovely with your smile so warm and your cheeks so soft. There is nothing left for me to love you and the way you look tonight. With each word your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it? 'Cause I love you just the way you look tonight. Just the way you look tonight. End it. All right. Go ahead. With each word, your tenderness grows, tearing my fear apart. And that laugh that wrinkles your nose touches my foolish heart. Lovely, never ever change. Keep that breathless charm. Won't you please arrange it, 'cause I love you. And the way you look tonight, just the way you look tonight, just the way you look tonight. Hey. Okay, we're going to go back now to 1928, and this was popularized by Eddie Cantor in 1928 in a musical called Whoopee. Gus Kahn wrote the lyrics, and Walter Donaldson composed the music as for the song for the entire musical. This is what I might call a cautionary tale of marriage. So, if you're considering marriage, consider these wise words from 1928. It's called Makin' Whoopee. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Another bride, another Jew, another sunny honeymoon, another season, another reason for making whoopee. A lot of shoes, a lot of rice, the groom is nervous, he answers twice. It's really killing that he's so willing to make whoopee. Picture a little loveliness down where the roses bloom. Picture the same old loveliness. Think what a yank can bring. He's washing dishes and baby clothes. He's so ambitious, even so. But don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making whoopee. Down where the roses bloom. Picture the same old love nest. I think what a year can bring is washing dishes and baby clothes. You're so ambitious, even so. Don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making whoopee. But don't forget, folks, that's what you get, folks, for making whoopee. So, before we go any further, I'd like to thank Dawn Delasana for having us at the library today and putting on this great concert. What we'd like to do now is play a set of tunes, 2 tunes. One tune is an older tune, the second tune is a tune by Thelonious Monk that's built on the first one. And in musical terms, this is called a contrafact. It's just a fancy way of saying take somebody else's harmonic structure or chord changes and put your own melody on top of it. And This is what all the beboppers did in, by the way, 1945, which is when the book takes place at the Yalta Conference. So the Yalta Conference, in my way of thinking, was in the middle of the bebop revolution. They were in Yalta dividing up the world, and the beboppers were in New York City dividing up the jazz world. So first two we're going to play is from way back in, let's see, yeah, 1926. This is Irving Berlin. It's called Blue Skies. And then we're going to flash forward to 1947 and do a Thelonious Monk tune called In Walked Bud, which is based on the tune. Now, the reason the beboppers did this, a lot of reasons. First of all, they already knew the changes and they knew how to play it, but they were exploring the harmonic, they were getting adventurous harmonically. The other thing was when they went into the recording studio, they didn't have to pay any copyright on the tunes because they were in US patent law, you could not copyright chord changes, only the melody. So they went into the recording studio and they didn't have to worry about copyright. But, so we're going to start with Blue Skies. You got to play the A, right? Blue Skies. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Blue sky, looking at me, another but blue skies do I see. A blue bird singing a song, another but blue birds all day long. I never saw the sun shine so bright, never saw the day go so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, how they fly. Blue days parts on the bass. A blue sky smiling at me. Another but blue sky do I see. Bluebird singing a song. Another but bluebird from now on. I never saw the sun shine so bright. Never saw things go so right. Noticing the days hurrying by. When you're in love, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone. None of the blue skies from now on. Blue days, all of them gone. Another but blue skies from now on. Okay, so flash forward to 1947, and Thelonious Monk, who's, you know, one of my all-time favorites and one of the greatest composers of the bebop generation, took that tune. He brought it up a half step. It was in E minor. He brought it up to F minor, and he messed with the bridge a little bit, but it's basically the same tune, and I think you'll hear it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go. Give the drum a song. Fritz Gonzalez on the drums. I'd like to just mention that not only is Vince a amazing drummer, but he charges into burning, flaming fires all the time because he's a Boston firefighter. You just had one the other day, right, in Eastie? How many bells?
6 alarms.
6 alarm fire. The mail went in. Okay, so we're going to slow it down a little bit. This is from 1934. It's Bing Crosby recorded it initially, countless others. And it's also, it's in the movie Casablanca, and everybody knows, you know, you must remember this. But this tune was in the movie, and Sam was playing it in the background. And by the way, in preparation for the concert, I got in touch with the author, Catherine Grace Katz, who's supposedly coming for a lecture at some point.
April 20th.
April 20th, thank you. Where at?
At Barbary School.
Oh, okay,
It's 10
great.
in the morning.
Wonderful. It's a great book, by the way. But she told me a lot of interesting things about, evidently FDR was really into show tunes. Winston Churchill was into show tunes, and his daughter was a musician and actress. And then Stalin was distinctly classical, and nothing but classical. So he was Rachmaninoff and, you know, the Russian composers. But what she did tell me, interestingly enough, so before Yalta, there were a couple of other conferences that the Allies had, and in 1943 they had a conference in Casablanca. And she told me that on the way flying to the conference in 1943, FDR watched the movie Casablanca on the plane on the way to Casablanca.
The song is in the movie.
Very thought of you.
And this song is in that movie.
Yes, and this song is in that movie. It's called The Very Thought of You. The very thought of you and I forget to do the little ordinary things that everyone ought to do. I'm living in a kind of daydream. I'm happy as a king and foolish though it may seem to me. That's everything. The mere idea of you. There's longing here for you. You'll never know how slow the moments go until I'm near to you. I see your face in every flower. Your eyes and stars above Thank you. Okay, no concert about the Great American Songbook would be complete without a Cole Porter tune. And this one's from 1934. It's I Got a Kick Out of You. I Get a Kick Out of You. First sung in the 1934 Broadway musical Anything Goes. And then in the 1936 film version, originally sung by Ethel Merman. It's been covered by dozens of prominent performers, including Frank Sinatra, Dolly Parton, and Ella Fitzgerald.
You get a kick out of you, Mike?
You know, the whole crowd participation thing's a little cheesy, but in this particular case, you could help us, because so I get a kick out of you if you want to do that. That would help. One, two, one, two, three. I get no kick from champagne. Mere alcohol doesn't move me at all. So tell me why should it be true that I get a kick out of you? Someday may go full cocaine. I'm sure that if I took even one step, it would bore me terrific, but I get a kick out of you, almost. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, though it's plain to see you obviously do not adore me. I get no kick in a plane, riding too high with some gal in the sky. Yeah, my ideal of nothing to do, but I get a kick out of you. All right, Mike. I get a kick every time I see you standing there before me. I get a kick, no, it's plain to see you obviously do not adore me. I get no kick in a plane, riding too high with some gal in the sky. Yes, my ideal of nothing to do, but I get a kick. You give me the boot, I get a kick out of you. Okay, continuing on, 1930. This one's a little obscure, but when I was in my 20s and I was just learning about this music, my dad said, "Mike, you're getting into this stuff. Let me tell you the greatest album of all time." And I said, "What was that?" And I was skeptical because he had already, he had broken my Beatles records and things like that. True story, yeah, he broke Sergeant Pepper's a couple of times because we overplayed it. It's cool, he was a great guy. He said, here's an album for you and I want you to study it. And thank God he did, because it's 1956 Frank Sinatra. It's called Songs for Swinging Lovers. And this is just the pinnacle for me of the American Songbook. And the orchestrations are Nelson Riddle, and it is just a masterpiece. And this song's from that album. It's called You Brought a New Kind of Love to Me. The credits list music and lyrics are written by Sammy Fain, Irving Cahal, and Pierre Norman. And the song was introduced in the movie The Big Pond, 1930, with Maurice Chevalier, if you remember him, who also made successful recordings of it the same year. Other recordings in 1930 were by Paul Whiteman, great big band and orchestra, and with a vocal by Bing Crosby. But again, quintessential version of this tune is on Songs for Swinging Lovers. So it's called You Brought a New Kind of Love to Me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. If the nightingales could sing like you, they'd sing much sweeter than they do. 'Cause you brought a new kind of love to me. And if the Sandman brought me dreams of you, I'd have to sleep the whole day through. 'Cause you brought a new kind of love to me. I'm hip and I'm the slave, and you're the queen. Still you must understand that underneath it all, you're a maid, and I am only a man. I would work and slave the whole day through if I could hurry on to you. 'Cause you brought a new kind of love to me. Mike. I'm hip and I'm the slave, and you're the queen. Still you must understand that underneath it all, you're a maid, and I am only a man. I would work and slave the whole day through if I could hurry home to you. 'Cause you brought a new kind of love. You brought a new kind of love. You brought a new kind of love to me. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take some water. This is my assistant, Mary Myers. Mary. Love of my life. I love of my life. Okay, with your indulgence, we'd like to do another contrafact, now that you know what they are. So this is a George Gershwin tune called Summertime. I'm sure you all know it. And, but in case you forgot, Summertime is from 1934, and it comes from the I guess, the first American opera called Porgy and Bess. And it's got a special place in my heart because it takes place in Charleston, South Carolina, where I spent a lot of time. And this tune is a contrafact for a bunch of other tunes. So the first, we're going to do Summertime, and then we're going to flash forward to a Wes Montgomery tune that is loosely based on Summertime. But first, let's talk about summertime and hope it comes soon. One, two, one, two, two. Yeah, you can clap. Summertime. Good looking, so hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. You're gonna spread your wings and you take to the sky. But until that morning, there's nothing that can hurt you. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Just some bass. I gotta hear that again. Come on. Woo! Paul Lawrence on the bass. Yeah. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Your daddy's rich and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. Okay, so now we're going to do the contrafact of that tune. This may be a little harder to discern, but this is called 4 on 6 by Wes Montgomery from the album, what's that great album? Smoking at the Half Note, highly recommended, amazing album. What year was that, 65 or something? 65. We're going to feature our guitar player on this. And if you listen carefully, during the solo section, you will hear Summertime. So this is called 4 on 6. One, two, 4. Mike Levy on the guitar. Now we're going to put a contrafact on top of a contrafact. It's a Beatles contrafact. If you tell me what Beatles tune it is, I'll pay all your library fines. It's a deep cut. Name of the tune? Yes! Was that Trevor? All right, you got it. Hey Bulldog, yeah. All right, next tune. Again, George and Ira Gershwin, 1938. This is called Our Love Is Here to Stay. I want to dedicate it to Mary. This was originally in the Goldwyn Follies, 1938. Originally performed by Kenny Baker. I don't know who that is, Goldwyn Follies. But it was also made famous when sung by Gene Kelly to Leslie Caron in the film An American in Paris, 1951. This is just a gorgeous tune. It's called Our Love Is Here to Stay. By the way, how about Vince on the drums on that last tune? Oh my God. Woo! Everybody know what a contrafact is now? Come to the library, you have to expect some kind of educational aspect, right? It's very clear our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancies, and in time they go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here to stay. here. Our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know may just be passing fancy anytime they go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. But our love is here. Our love is here. Our love is here to stay. Give me a second, I want to make sure I brought my... I had a special surprise. No. Oh well, maybe I'll find it by the end of the tune. Okay, Irving Berlin. This is it's called Let's Face the Music and Dance. It was 1936, again 1936, great year. Song by Irving Berlin for the film Follow the Fleet. When it was introduced by Fred Astaire, featured in a celebrated dance duet with Astaire and Ginger Rogers. It's been covered by various artists throughout the years, including Nat King Cole, Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, and Mel Torme. And this is all about living in the present because you don't know what tomorrow will bring. There may be trouble ahead, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance. Before the fiddlers have led, before they ask us to pay the bill, and while we still have a chance, let's face the music and dance. Soon we'll be without the moon, humming a different tune, and then there may be teardrops to shed, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music and dance. will be without the moon, humming a different tune. And then there may be teardrops to shed, but while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's face the music and dance, dance. Let's face the music and dance. So we're going to do one more. We've really enjoyed playing for you guys today, and let's hear it for the library, all the great things they do for the community. Isn't it great? We are going to be at the McAuliffe branch on July 20th, I believe. Is that right, Don?
I think so.
July 20th.
I think it's the 25th.
The 25th?
I think it's 25th, yeah.
It's a Thursday jazz concert, so come to all of them and you're bound to catch it.
25th.
July 25th at the McAuliffe. The McAuliffe is a beautiful branch. Hopefully it'll be a beautiful evening. We'll be under the stars and you can bring a picnic. We're going to do one more by Cole Porter. I think it's appropriate to end with Cole Porter. This is called I've Got You Under My Skin. And it was written again in 1936. It was introduced in the Eleanor Powell musical film Born to Dance. It was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Original Song, but lost out to The Way You Look Tonight. But anyway, I am so privileged to be playing with these great musicians. On drums, one more time, Vince Gonzalez. On bass, my friend for many years, Paul Lawrence. The newest member of the band and fits us like a glove, Mike Levy. My name is Mike Fritz. Thank you for coming out today. And for all you musicians out there, we're going to do this in Frank's key, which is D flat. Just so you know, we're legit. One, two, three, four. I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart that you are a part of me. I have got you under my skin. I've tried not to forget. I have said to myself, this affair, it never will go so well. But why should I try to, baby, I know so well that I've got you under my skin. I would sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice. Comes in the night, it repeats in my ear. And don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I got you under my skin. I would sacrifice anything, come what might, for the sake of having you near, in spite of a warning voice that comes in the night. It repeats in my ear. Don't you know, you fool, you never can win. Use your mentality, wake up to reality. And each time I do, just the thought of you makes me stop before I begin. 'Cause I've got you under my skin. Yes, I've got you under my skin. Yes, I've got you under my skin. We've enjoyed playing for you. Make sure you pay your library fines. Good night.